For decades, adults over 70 have been told that rebuilding muscle requires expensive protein powders or complicated nutrition plans. But current geriatric research is pointing toward a far simpler, far more accessible reality. Several everyday drinks can activate muscle-building pathways. These beverages work through mechanisms that go beyond protein content. They influence inflammation, neuromuscular signaling, and the body's ability to maintain anabolic balance after the age where muscle breaks down faster than it forms. This matters because muscle loss after 70 affects balance, metabolic stability, bone protection, and independence. When the goal is to preserve strength without overwhelming the digestive system or the budget, the smartest solutions often come from overlooked sources. This video unpacks how simple beverages can support muscle maintenance through biochemistry. Each one operates through a different pathway, yet all contribute to a stronger, steadier, more capable body without requiring powders, shakes, or complicated formulas. 1. Black tea. Black tea isn't just a quiet morning habit, it serves far greater benefits, especially after 70. A single cup delivers a surge of bioactive compounds, roughly 200 to 400 milliliters of polyphenols, 20 to 60 mg of caffeine, L-theanine, and essential minerals. These compounds directly influence muscle performance and age-related strength decline. When black tea enters the system, its catechins, theaflavins, and theorubicins activate cellular pathways that regulate mitochondrial resilience, protein turnover, and neuromuscular signaling. These pathways naturally weaken with age, and stimulating them early in the day creates a physiological momentum that supports stronger muscle output for hours. The key lies in how black tea modulates oxidative stress. Adults over 70 experience up to 40% higher oxidative load, slowing protein synthesis and reducing contraction strength. Black tea antioxidants can lower oxidative markers by 20 to 30%, easing cellular tension so muscle fibers operate with less biochemical strain. This makes daily movement noticeably smoother and increases the muscle's ability to respond effectively, even to small bursts of activity. It essentially shifts the muscle environment from struggling to supported, which is critical at this age. Another significant advantage of black tea is its ability to enhance microcirculation. Aging muscle tissue often struggles with adequate nutrient delivery. Even when the diet is rich, restricted blood flow limits amino acids, slows mineral transport, and reduces repair efficiency. Black tea improves endothelial function by increasing nitric oxide availability by up to 15%, enhancing vascular tone, and strengthening capillary responsiveness. With better vessel dilation, oxygen and nutrients reach tissues faster, which elevates muscular endurance, reduces stiffness, and makes post-activity recovery more predictable. Many seniors describe black tea as a steadying drink, and physiologically that's exactly what it is, stabilizing the internal muscular environment. The mild caffeine content becomes supportive rather than overstimulating. In later decades, caffeine's primary effect is sharpening neuromuscular coordination. Even 30 to 40 milliliters of caffeine can improve reaction time and muscle firing efficiency, making movements more confident and balance more controlled. Combined with L-theanine, which smooths out nervous system fluctuations, black tea creates a clean, steady mental muscular alignment. What makes black tea uniquely valuable is that it continues to work even when appetite is inconsistent. Many seniors struggle with low hunger cues, changes in digestion, or slower gastric emptying that interferes with nutrient absorption. Black tea delivers its polyphenols directly into circulation without requiring heavy digestion. This is crucial when maintaining lean mass during periods of low appetite. Another overlooked benefit is its influence on metabolic stability. With age, insulin sensitivity declines, and unstable glucose levels impair muscle fuel supply. Black tea has been shown to improve post-meal glucose handling by 10 to 15%, helping muscles receive a steady stream of energy. Stable glucose equals stable performance. Fewer metabolic spikes and dips allow muscle cells to generate ATP more efficiently, contributing to stronger activity and quicker recovery. This steadiness is often the difference between feeling fatigued after simple tasks and moving through the day with consistent energy. Hydration also plays a central role. Many seniors unknowingly live in a state of mild dehydration, which weakens muscle contraction strength, reduces circulation, and increases fatigue. Black tea provides hydration alongside its bioactive compounds, supporting plasma volume and keeping muscles responsive. Its anti-inflammatory properties add another protective layer. Muscles over 70 often carry silent inflammation, elevated cytokines, microtears, and reduced elasticity. The flavins can lower inflammatory markers such as CRP, IL-6, and TNF-A, helping tissues repair more smoothly and maintain their natural flexibility. Black tea also influences stress hormone management. While it does not alter hormones directly, it helps regulate cortisol rhythms. Controlled cortisol preserves muscle tissue rather than allowing unnecessary breakdown during stressful periods, something that becomes increasingly important with age. The most surprising part is how quickly these benefits accumulate. Within days, the nervous system becomes more responsive. Within weeks, coordination improves and movements feel more controlled. Within months, posture stabilizes, balance becomes more secure, and daily energy feels noticeably different. Black tea works quietly in the background, reinforcing all the systems that age naturally weakens, from mitochondrial function to circulation to neuromuscular activation. It does not provide protein itself. Instead, it optimizes the internal conditions that allow the protein you do eat to be used more effectively. For seniors looking to strengthen mobility without powders, supplements, or complicated routines, black tea is a reliable, accessible, and scientifically grounded tool. It's gentle on digestion, simple to prepare, and deeply supportive of the physiology that protects muscle function in later years. What appears to be a simple drink is, in reality, one of the most powerful daily habits for maintaining mobility, stability, and confidence after 70. 2. Turmeric latte. Aging brings subtle but measurable changes to muscle physiology, slower recovery after activity, reduced power output, and increased stiffness. In clinical practice, certain dietary interventions consistently stand out for their ability to counter these changes. A turmeric latte is one such intervention. Beyond being a warm, comforting beverage, it delivers a concentrated blend of curcumin, turmerones, and supportive micronutrients such as manganese and magnesium. These compounds engage directly with biological pathways that regulate inflammation, mitochondrial performance, and tissue repair. Research shows curcumin can reduce inflammatory markers by up to 30% and enhance antioxidant capacity by nearly 40%, making turmeric latte a scientifically relevant tool for supporting muscle health after 70. The foundation of turmeric latte's strength lies in curcumin, a compound known for influencing how muscle cells regulate inflammation, energy production, and repair. Muscle fibers over 70 experience frequent micro-irritations from normal activity, and these irritations slow down recovery. Curcumin helps stabilize these micro-irritations before they compound into stiffness or functional fatigue. By modulating pathways like COX-2, curcumin reduces internal friction inside the muscles. When that environment becomes calmer, the muscle system operates with greater efficiency, allowing older adults to maintain movement with less strain and more consistency. Turmeric latte also supports muscle function through its effect on cellular housekeeping processes, specifically the body's ability to clear damaged proteins. As adults age, these proteins accumulate inside muscle cells and interfere with smooth contraction. Curcumin enhances the activity of autophagy-related enzymes, promoting the breakdown of the cellular debris. With cleaner, less congested muscle fibers, contractions become more predictable, coordination sharpens, and endurance improves even during routine activities such as household chores or short walks. This internal tidying effect is one reason many seniors notice reduced heaviness in the legs after a few weeks of regular use. Another powerful aspect of turmeric latte is the impact on muscle oxygen utilization. Unlike many beverages that only assist with hydration or metabolism, turmeric latte influences how deeply muscles absorb and use oxygen during activity. Studies suggest curcumin can enhance mitochondrial efficiency by 20 to 25%, meaning the body can produce more usable energy with less biochemical strain. Since oxygen efficiency determines how long muscles can stay active before fatigue begins, Even small improvements here translate directly into better stamina. Activities that once drained energy start to feel easier. Walking for a few extra minutes, standing longer without discomfort, or performing light exercises without early exhaustion. One of the most underrated benefits of turmeric latte is its influence on muscle recovery during sleep. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented with age, and disrupted sleep interferes with muscle repair. Curcumin interacts with nighttime recovery pathways, particularly through lowering TNFA and IL-6, helping the body restore tissue more effectively during rest. Even without consuming large amounts of protein before bed, many seniors experience more complete recovery cycles simply because inflammation is calmer and repair signals are clearer. A single warm cup in the evening often sets the neuromuscular system into a quieter state, promoting deeper muscular renewal overnight. Turmeric latte also plays a key role in regulating connective tissues. Muscle strength never functions alone. Tendons, ligaments, and fascia determine how well force transfers into movement. Curcumin supports collagen maintenance and reduces cross-linking damage that stiffens tissues with age. This helps connective tissues remain resilient, hydrated, and flexible. The result is lower risk of micro tears, strain-related discomfort, and mobility limitations. When connective tissue remains healthy, the muscles automatically perform more efficiently. Another unique benefit involves glucose metabolism. Muscles depend heavily on glucose for quick access energy, and aging often disrupts how the body channels glucose toward muscle fibers. Turmeric latte helps stabilize glucose movement by enhancing insulin sensitivity and slowing carbohydrate absorption when consumed with milk or plant milk. This ensures muscles receive a steady flow of fuel without fluctuation. Stable fuel means steadier performance during activity, as well as smoother recovery afterward. The drink also plays a critical role in maintaining muscle hydration at a cellular level. Curcumin improves how cells regulate electrolytes, particularly sodium, potassium, and calcium, preventing the cramping, tightness, or nighttime spasms that many seniors experience. Proper cellular hydration also enhances the elasticity of muscle fibers, making movements feel more controlled and less abrupt. Turmeric latte additionally supports the neuromuscular system. Many seniors experience subtle communication delays between nerves and muscle fibers, leading to slower reaction times and balance. Instability. Curcumin improves nerve conduction velocity by supporting myelin integrity and reducing oxidative stress around neural pathways. This results in steadier steps, firmer grips, and better spatial control. So the cumulative effect is a drink that supports muscle maintenance through biochemical precision rather than force. A turmeric latte is more than a soothing ritual. It is a daily intervention that helps the body operate with clarity, stability, and resilience. 3. Hibiscus tea. There are certain habits that appear simple on the surface but drive meaningful physiological changes, especially in seniors. Hibiscus tea is one of these clinically valuable interventions. Its deep, ruby-colored infusion carries a concentrated profile of anthocyanins, organic acids, vitamin C, and minerals that directly influence muscle strength, stability, and recovery. It works through mechanisms that become increasingly important with age, vascular tone, mitochondrial function, electrolyte control, and inflammation management. These systems often decline gradually, long before symptoms appear, and hibiscus tea helps reinforce them with surprising biochemical precision. One of the most important actions of hibiscus tea is its support for vascular efficiency. Aging muscles depend on consistent blood flow, and even mild reductions can weaken strength, slow recovery, and cause early fatigue. Hibiscus contains natural vasodilators, particularly hibiscus acid and anthocyanins, which help blood vessels relax and maintain optimal diameter. Clinical studies show hibiscus can lower systolic pressure by 7 to 12 millimolar on average, improving overall perfusion. Better perfusion means oxygen and nutrients reach muscle fibers more reliably throughout the day, supporting steadier muscle performance. Hibiscus tea also enhances the quality of energy production at the cellular level. Muscles rely on mitochondria to generate ATP, but mitochondrial responsiveness decreases after 60. The organic acids in hibiscus, especially citric, malic, and tartaric acid, support mitochondrial turnover and efficiency. Antioxidants further protect mitochondrial membranes from oxidative stress. This combination results in more efficient energy output, translating into better endurance during daily tasks. Another key benefit lies in hibiscus tea's influence on intracellular fluid balance. Subtle electrolyte disturbances, common in seniors, can make muscles feel heavy, stiff, or slow to respond. Hibiscus supports the kidney's regulation of sodium and potassium, helping maintain a stable hydration environment inside muscle cells. When electrolytes are balanced, muscles contract more cleanly and recover faster between movements, reducing cramps and evening stiffness. Hibiscus tea also interacts with inflammatory pathways that affect muscle comfort. Much of age-related inflammation is low-grade and internal, gradually slowing tissue repair. The polyphenols in hibiscus, particularly protocatechuic acid, PCA, modulate inflammatory markers and help neutralize oxidative byproducts. This leads to smoother mobility, fewer tight areas, and more comfortable recovery after routine activity. Connective tissue support is another overlooked advantage. Tendons, ligaments, and fascia lose elasticity with age, increasing the perception of weakness, even when muscle fibers remain capable. The antioxidants in hibiscus help maintain collagen integrity by reducing enzymatic breakdown. This contributes to stronger, more flexible connective tissues and lowers the risk of microstrains during daily movements. Hibiscus tea also contributes to metabolic steadiness. Glucose fluctuations affect muscle performance and make seniors more prone to fatigue. Hibiscus has been shown to support healthy glucose metabolism by improving insulin sensitivity and slowing the absorption of carbohydrates. This ensures muscles receive a steadier stream of usable energy throughout the day, reducing energy dips and maintaining strength consistency. The drink additionally supports the electrical properties of muscle cells. Every controlled movement depends on clean ionic signaling across muscle fibers. With age, these electrical gradients can weaken. Hibiscus naturally provides electrolytes in plant acids that stabilize calcium and potassium exchange across the muscle membrane. This translates into smoother contractions, better balance, and improved movement coordination. Another unique advantage involves stress physiology. Chronic low-grade stress, common in seniors, alters hormone patterns that regulate muscle preservation. Hibiscus tea promotes a more balanced internal environment by moderating cortisol activity and enhancing parasympathetic response. This is not sedation. It is biochemical stabilization that allows muscles to repair more effectively without interference from stress-related signals. What makes hibiscus tea particularly effective after 70 is the cumulative nature of these benefits. Each cup supports circulation, hydration, mitochondrial activity, muscle signaling, and connective tissue function. These systems determine whether the muscles feel strong or drained, coordinated or unstable. In daily life, the improvements appear subtly yet meaningfully, rising from a chair with more control, walking with better rhythm, sleeping with fewer muscle disruptions, and maintaining steadier energy across the day. For adults over 70 seeking a gentle, refreshing, cost-effective drink that reliably supports strength and mobility, hibiscus tea stands out as one of the most physiologically relevant options available. And now, before moving forward, there is one more drink that influences muscle strength in ways people rarely notice. Simple, essential, and often overlooked. 4. Water. This single element determines whether muscles fire correctly, whether tissues repair overnight, whether joints move smoothly, and whether the brain can coordinate movement with precision. For seniors, water is not just hydration. It is the primary regulator of muscular performance. Without consistent intake, the body cannot maintain strength, no matter how good the diet is. With optimal hydration, the muscles regain a level of function that often feels like a shift in the entire system. Muscle fibers operate through electrical signals, mineral balance, and rapid molecular exchanges. All three processes depend entirely on water. When the body is even slightly dehydrated, these signals slow down, contractions become weaker, and the muscle fibers lose efficiency. This leads to fatigue even during simple tasks. Water also controls the internal pressure of the muscle cells. Muscles need adequate intracellular fluid to maintain their shape and function. When hydration drops, they shrink slightly, reducing their ability to store glycogen and lowering their responsiveness. Proper hydration restores this volume, making the muscle fibers more resilient and better prepared to handle daily physical demands. Another crucial aspect is circulation. Water influences the thickness of the blood, and when hydration is low, blood becomes more viscous. This slows nutrient delivery, decreases oxygen availability, and interferes with muscle repair. Adequate hydration keeps blood flow smooth and efficient, helping muscles receive what they need in real time. It also supports the removal of metabolic waste, preventing the buildup that leads to stiffness, soreness, and delayed recovery. A well-hydrated body repairs itself faster, responds to movement better, and recovers from exertion with fewer complications. Water is also essential for joint integrity, which directly affects how well the muscles can function. Joints are surrounded by synovial fluid that depends on hydration to maintain its lubricating properties. When water intake is low, the fluid becomes less effective, increasing friction and limiting range of motion. With consistent hydration, the joints glide smoothly, reducing discomfort and allowing the muscles around them to work more efficiently. Temperature regulation is another area where water plays a defining role. Muscles generate heat during activity, and the body relies on water to dissipate that heat. Seniors are more sensitive to temperature fluctuations, which can make physical activity feel exhausting before the muscles are truly fatigued. Adequate hydration keeps the internal environment stable, allowing the muscles to stay active longer without strain. At a cellular level, water supports the biochemical reactions responsible for energy production. Mitochondria depend on a fully hydrated environment to generate ATP. When hydration drops, ATP production slows, leading to quick fatigue and reduced strength output. Proper hydration restores this energy cycle, making muscles feel more awake and capable during daily movement. Even the fascia, the thin connective tissue that wraps every muscle, depends on hydration to remain flexible. When the fascia becomes dry or stiff, movement becomes restricted, and muscles feel tighter than they actually are. Adequate water intake restores pliability to these tissues, allowing the muscles to glide smoothly during movement. Water also influences cognitive muscular coordination. The brain requires consistent hydration to maintain alertness, reaction time, and processing speed. These factors directly affect balance and mobility, especially in adults over 70. Another essential function of water is its role in nutrient transport. Protein, minerals, and vitamins cannot reach the muscles efficiently unless the body has enough fluid to carry them through the bloodstream and into the cells. Without water, even the best nutrition plan falls short. With adequate hydration, the nutrients reach their target tissues and support strength, repair, and endurance. The digestive system also relies heavily on water to break down food, absorb nutrients, and regulate bowel movements. Poor digestion indirectly affects muscle maintenance by limiting the nutrients available for tissue repair. Hydration improves digestion, reduces strain on the gut, and ensures the muscles receive what they need to function optimally. Daily consistency is the core of hydration's power. Muscles respond to steady internal conditions, and water provides that foundation. When intake becomes regular, the entire muscular system begins to function with more reliability. For seniors, water is the central element that supports strength, coordination, energy production, tissue repair, and overall physical confidence. It is the single most powerful, accessible, and cost-effective resource for maintaining muscle function, and its impact becomes more pronounced with age. Maintaining strength after 70 depends on supporting the body's natural systems, energy production, recovery, circulation, hydration, and cellular stability. When these foundations are reinforced through simple, consistent daily habits, muscle function becomes clearer, steadier, and more reliable. The goal is not perfection, it is creating an internal environment where the body can work efficiently at its own pace. Small, steady choices accumulate into meaningful improvements in balance, endurance, and overall confidence. With the right daily approach, stronger living becomes not only possible, but sustainable at any age. If you found this video helpful, stay connected for more evidence-based senior health insights. Like, follow, and subscribe to this channel to support more science-driven content for healthy aging.